We are about to do a 5-minute face. Hey guys, welcome back. We are about to do a 5-minute face, and when I say 5 minutes, I mean 5 minutes. Now, I don't want to time myself because I really don't want to rush. Even though I feel like this is gonna take 5 minutes, I just still don't want to, you know, be rushing trying to beat the clock. But this is what I call my everyday no makeup. And when I say no makeup, I mean, well, I don't want to say I mean no makeup, but I've done a few no makeup looks on my channel, but this is definitely a more toned down version of it. So we're not even using bronzer, y'all, and y'all know bronzer is my favorite step in a makeup routine. So I am trying to keep the natural look. So what you see here is what we're going for. It's just gonna be a little bit more oomph to it. So right now I just have on the NARS Moisturizer and the Glow Recipe SPF, and that's it. And then I have on a lip balm. I forgot what I have on. Some lip oil that I had on earlier today. I've had this on for a few hours, so now it's time to actually put on some makeup. But yeah, this is a look for those of you who are wanting to put a little bit of makeup on, just a little bit, to run out and run errands, or even if you have somewhere to go but you don't want to have a full face on, but you still want to kind of look put together. I would also consider this a airport look. I know a lot of us don't like to wear makeup to the airport, but some of us do. But this is definitely, I would consider, a good airport type of look as well. So let me stop talking. Let me go ahead and get ready. Now, I also am not going to be using primer in today's video because I feel like I don't need it with what I'm going for. Look at this hair, y'all. Yeah, I feel like I don't need it because we're not using foundation. So the first thing, I'm still gonna do my brows first. I still like to make my brows look really good, even though this is a more no makeup look. I still would prefer my brows to look bomb with this. So this is probably the only step in this routine that's gonna take me the longest to do. Everything else is so simple and so quick. Now, I always like to clean up my brows with a concealer. So today I'm taking this NARS Soft Matte Complete Concealer in the shade Amande. Now, the next step is usually my foundation and then my concealer. But since we're not doing foundation today, I'm just going to go in with the Sephora Acne Treatment Salicylic, what is called the Acne Treatment Cream Concealer with 2% salicylic acid. And this is in the shade Chai. And I just put this on the little dark spots that I have on my face. There's a couple little spots right here on my chin. And this stuff runs out really fast, y'all. But I'll just put it wherever there are like tiny, tiny dark spots. And I let it sit for a couple minutes so that it can kind of dry down and give me more of a coverage. So about that much. Sometimes I don't even touch anywhere down here because if I'm going somewhere, I'm wearing a mask anyway. I just usually just keep it right up here on the forehead and that's it. But now I just kind of fan my face so it can kind of dry down a little bit so it can, you know, give me the coverage that I want. Because if you blend it out right then, I feel like you're not going to get much of a coverage because this is pretty sheer. And I just take my finger. Usually I would take a sponge, but I'm just going to take my finger and tap it in just like this. And this is just going to cover up the dark spots. So this is how it's looking so far. Before I go in with the next step, I'm going to go ahead and put on a little bit more concealer, but this is a different one. This is the Fenty Beauty Bright Fix Eye Brightener. This is what I take right up under my eyes, and I just squirted out too much, but I just take a little bit right up under my eyes, and this is in the shade Almond, I believe. Yeah, Almond Butter. That much, like that. And again, I'm taking my finger. I honestly don't need a sponge. If y'all hear the TV in the background, Robert just turned it on, so sorry. Some of you might ask me why I'm not using my sponge. which I usually use when I do my concealer. The reason why I'm not using a sponge is because it's gonna soak up some of the product, and the products that I'm using are really sheer, and it just blends out better with my finger. All right, so this is how it looks. Definitely looks more awake on this side than, I mean, I shouldn't have put it right there so y'all can honestly see. I probably shouldn't have put it right there so y'all can see the difference, but you can see here it does, like my under eye is more brightened in over here in the areas that you don't see the concealer. So right in this area, you can see it's a little darker than over here. So it definitely looks more awake on this side. So I'm gonna do the other side the same way. So if you haven't caught on, I haven't put on any concealer on my chin or my forehead or down the bridge of my nose like I usually do. And the reason why I'm not doing that is because I'm not wearing bronzer. I feel like when I put my concealer on the middle of my face, it kind of, I cannot explain it, but if I only put the concealer right here and not have bronzer on, it still looks like my natural face. But if I put concealer on right here and then blend it out, it almost makes it look like I need to put on bronzer, if that makes sense. So I'm just gonna keep it under the eyes because that's honestly where I need it, and that is it. This is the next step that I do. I do the Charlotte Tilbury Airbrush Flawless Finish Powder in the shade Dark. This is how it looks. And I use this color only under my eyes because it is a little light, so I just take a sponge. Now this is the part where I do grab a sponge. I take this little e.l.f. sponge and I just press it right where I applied that Fenty eye brightener, just to set it. This is how it looks. So we are pretty much done. The only thing left is to take my Makeup Forever powder. I use the shade 505, and then I'm going to take a powder brush. This is the Ulta Beauty bronzer brush, but I use it for powder. Take a little bit of that. Boom, 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 boom. And I just put it where I placed that concealer earlier to set. And I also kind of brush it all over the face, but not too much. Mostly in the areas that I put that concealer though, because I don't want it to move. And then whatever is left on the brush, I just take it and go around my entire face like this. So let me take my pencil again, the brow pencil, to fix the brow. I'm gonna pinch the brush that I use for my powder and take some more of that powder, the Makeup Forever, and take it on my lid. Just a little bit more of it. Since we're not using eyeshadow, we're not even using bronzer. I usually put bronzer on my lid when I do my no makeup looks, but we're not even doing that today. This is all we're doing. So the very last step is mascara. This is the NARS Climax. And then after this, I'm done. Throw on a lip and I am done. You guys, look at the difference. Mascara, no mascara. It's crazy. This next step is optional. You can put on a lipstick, liquid lipstick, whatever lip product you want. I'm just gonna put on a lip plumper. It's the Forget the Filler Plumper by Lawless. This is in the shade George. And I'm just gonna put it on top of the lip oil that I had on earlier. All right, so this is the 5-minute face. Looks very natural, very pretty, very soft, and it also doesn't look like I have on a ton of makeup. So hope y'all enjoyed this. I hope it was helpful. If you thought it was helpful, give me a huge thumbs up. And if you guys want me to do more of these, I can definitely do them with other products. Just let me know the products down below in the comments. But that is it, you guys. Thank you so much for hanging out. If you enjoyed today's video, give me a huge thumbs up. Make sure you are subscribed if you're not subscribed already, and I'll see you guys in my next one. Bye.